Guess who's here tonight? My very good friend, Bobby Darin. Bobby, this is Freddie, Roddy, and Artie.
All right. It's Bobby, Freddie, Roddy, and Artie.
All right, anyway,
Bobby,
like
Roddy,
it.
Freddie, Artie.
What did you do there?
I beg your pardon?
Oh.
My word, you look different.
Oh, you like my mustache?
Ever since I grew it, you look different. Fortunately, none of the people on the show had any effect on my speaking voice at all.
You've changed, Bobby.
You've changed.
You're not
the sparkle in your eyes
was
have
gone. Sings out of tune.
Hi, so.
How are you?
What is it?
What is what?
Why did you do that?
Do I ask you about the wart you have on your forehead?
No, you shouldn't. It's all covered up with gobs of stuff.
I tell you, about 4 months ago,
Yes.
Merv,
Yes.
I woke up one morning and I had a long weekend, you know?
Yeah.
And sometimes on long weekends, I like to let my fuzz grow, see? Just to see if I can do it. Because I'm still only 14.
Yes.
And
How long did
the
it take?
beard started at the sideburns, all right, went down to here and
Yeah.
stopped for about a half an inch. Then went over to here and stopped for about a half an inch, and then went back up to here, see? And I got a little embarrassed by that.
By the stoppage?
By the stoppage.
The stoppage.
Not the growthage, but the stoppage. And so I said, well, this has got to go. And I started shaving this first, and this had grown, of course. And I said, you know, I kind of like it. And I said, Sandy, that's my wife, you know. I said, San, I'm going to leave it. And she said, you are not. I said, yes, I am. About 3 weeks later, she woke up one morning. She said, you know, I don't half mind it, and now I'm keeping it.
It tickles, I'll bet, huh?
I beg your pardon.
Well, I mean, it's like a little added something to a kiss there.
I beg your pardon.
Well, I'm sure it tickles.
She's never laughed when I've kissed her, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
However, hey, it's nice to be here.
Hey,
It
it's
really
nice to see. What are you doing in New York?
I'm in New York because I run a publishing firm, and in between pictures, I try to get in and take care of business in terms of business.
Businessman.
Business, yeah.
Yeah.
I bought a publishing firm about 2.5 years ago, and I'm very happy to say it's doing extremely well.
Got
and
any good songs in there?
Oh, yeah, we had Under the Boardwalk last year, and the Shoop Shoop song, and Hey Little Cobra, and this year we have a little bit of Heaven, and
Any hits?
One Kiss for Old Time's sake. Well, that's 5, I just named
Oh.
it.
Oh, I'm going to get it after the show.
How good it's going to be.
How are things going out there?
I must stop for a second and say, you know, it's been a long time since I've worked on a stage.
Yes.
And a year and a half, in fact, and that band is awful good. Would you fellas like to travel again? Hello, Monday, how are you? Would you like to go on the road again or something? No, thanks.
You got 12 turndowns.
Hey, but it's, well, then I'll stay here then and work. Marvelous band, just cooking and sounding so good. Yes. Are you taking pictures, sir? You with the camera? No pictures, please. None.
Well, you didn't see.
What?
Listen, nothing.
Did you post too?
No.
They'll crop you out.
No. How's things in Hollywood?
Well, you know, how
you bring
how
any
can
news
things? You
or-
gotta ask Fred because Fred is.
No, he gets up too
Yes,
early
the
in the
reason
morning.
I didn't shake his hand was because I met Bobby at Universal, so in a way I feel sort of halfway to New York now.
That's right. I see him sometimes when I'm shooting out there. I see him much earlier. He's just about, well, I don't know, about halfway through his makeup.
But he
And I
gets
can't-
up so early in the morning.
I know, that's ridiculous. You know? I have to get up at 7:30, and I think that's terrible.
What do you do at 7:30?
Wake up, faint, go back to sleep for an hour and a half. Whatever feels good at the time. You know?
Yeah. You got a picture coming out now?
There's a picture coming in August, end of July actually, throughout the month of August and September, called That Funny Feeling, starring Sandra Dee.
Who?
Sandra Dee, who occasionally gets tickled by my mustache.
Does your wife know?
Yes.
Yes.
I hope so. And it's called That Funny Feeling. Did I say that?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to say it
It's a
again.
story
That
of a
Funny
mustache.
Feeling, yes. And it's kind of a cute story, and I'm very proud of the fact that I scored the entire picture. It's my second
You
scoring.
did?
Yeah, I wrote the title tune and scored the whole picture, which is very rough because I can't read or write music. No.
What, do you sing it to somebody?
Oh, still up to that same old noise. I bought a thing called a Chamberlain. It's the most fantastic instrument you've ever seen in your life. It looks like an organ, cross between an organ and a piano.
A Chamberlain.
Chamberlain, it's called, right. And it's a series of rolled up tapes. They're 180 feet, each half-inch tape is 180 feet long. And on each half-inch tape are about 6 different actually recorded instruments. For example, you have like a flute stop on an organ. Well, this is not a flute stop. This would be a flute. Somebody stood in the studio for 8 seconds and went, whatever it was, with bad vibrato, and put this sound on tape.
Yeah.
Now they do it for each note. There's a corresponding note that comes from the flute, and a depressed key will give you that sound and reproduce it. So what I do is I hear a thing in my head and I say, that would sound nice with horns, and strings. So I play a block chord of horns and strings, and out come horns and strings. I put that on a home tape and I give it to a man who can arrange and reads and writes music, and he takes that down, and that's how I scored it.
That's great. I never heard anything.
It's an incredible instrument.
You have your own
wouldn't believe it.
orchestra, in other words.
Yeah. But the
Great.
union's not too thrilled with that.
No.
And can I smoke on the show? Is that all right?
Sure. Have a cigarette. Are you old enough?
Oh, certainly.
Yeah.
Ever since my mustache grew.
Yeah. What are they dancing to out there in?
Music?
Yeah. Any new ones in Hollywood?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What's your big dance number?
Well, I'll tell you something. You won't tell anybody else.
Still a soft
You
shoe?
promise? Oh, yes. Definitely straw. Without a straw hat, though.
Yeah.
Because it's a little jive to walk into a club with a straw hat,
Yeah.
and shorts on. However, I find that if I watch a good discotheque group working out, whatever dances they happen to be doing, I will pick up an essence, to coin your word, of each one of the dances, because I don't know how to do any dance at all. I mean, that's...
You don't dance?
Oh, I can't dance to save myself. However, I fake it so well
Yeah.
that everybody stops and says, oh, is he bad? And no, I just pick a little bit of the jerk and the monkey and the frug and a whole slew of things, and I put them all together. It feels good to me, and I don't really care. I've cleared many floors in my day.
And a few
But
sinuses.
that's right.
You gonna
That's
play?
fine.
You want to play the piano tonight?
No.
Oh.
I will.
Pardon?
I will.
Will you?
Sure.
We gonna
I'll do it now?
Yeah, let's go over.
All right.
I'll walk you over there. Hey, fellas, this is Bobby Darin.
Totally. Bundy knows I know the same tune I knew in 1959 we did. Do you know something? May I stop? Where's everybody? Where's the cameras?
Here,
and things?
out over the shooting
Not that
range.
I care at all, but Mundell
Yeah.
was on the Mac the Knife record session in December of 1958. Do you remember that?
You're dating us.
Huh?
You're dating us.
Well, you were the same age you are now. You haven't changed a thing. Do you remember being here? Played all those marvelous things. However, I'm not
You gonna play Mac the Knife? Oops.